You're now tuned in to the Good, Bad, and Indifferent podcast.
You got Omar, Shalom, and Chris.
Yo, the people are waiting. Let's start the show.
Hey, wait, did we talk about how we met yet?
You know what?
No, we haven't.
Nah.
How did we meet? Okay, wait, I got Omar. Omar, I remember at Elvin Ailey, 55 and 9th. I was managing at the front desk. Matter of fact, that's how I met both of you guys. Omar, you would come in on Saturday, right? You would come in on Saturdays, and I always remembered Omar was such this like gentle soul energy that would come in.
Oh.
And you knew people at the front.
Yep.
And he would linger. And as a manager, I'd be like,
definitely
when this fool gonna leave?
I never heard this fool gonna leave.
I wasn't like that, Omar.
No,
I was
you
like,
were.
wow, this guy. I was not.
No, you
I was
were.
like, wow, this guy is really
I saw
nice.
her face. She was like,
nuh-uh.
if this big ass guy don't move the hell out my desk so other people could sign on.
That's not true. And his friend, and you were friends with the instructor, so I was thought, oh, cool. He's like an in
Teacher's
guy.
pet.
Yeah, he's like in a positive way. I was like, Omar's like in.
Bringing
Maybe
apples
I
to the
need
teacher
know.
and everything. I did my homework. I got my star.
That was only sometimes. That was only sometimes.
You would go to Zumba class, Horton.
And Zumba.
And Zumba, and I thought it was really cool. But you were like clockwork. Like Omar would show up every Saturday,
Yup.
like clockwork, and I would be like, "Oh, when is Omar gonna get here?" That's how clockwork it was.
Oh, wow.
It was like the day hadn't started until Omar got there.
Yeah,
I remember
all right.
that time at Omar, but it was indirectly. So now we got to know each other better now. But then I would see Omar every Saturday because I was managing the desk every Saturday.
We get it. You're a manager.
And then
I know. You said how many times you said it?
And
I was
then
manager at the front desk. Because I was the manager at the front desk.
At Elvin Ailey.
Excuse me. Yes. Add Alvin Ailey.
And then Chris was also at Ailey, but I thought you worked I met you on my shift, but I didn't. I met you because Ailey Extension does these amazing, brilliant workshops with the public.
Yes.
And then there was a lapse in the program.
Yes.
And so our director of the extension was like, we need dancers, and literally just plucked me and Chris
Yes.
out of nowhere.
And we're doing a duet.
All of a sudden, and then I was like, I didn't know you worked there. I didn't know
Yeah.
that you were part of the extension desk. So all of a sudden, we're standing in front of each other. Chris is doing heavy lifting. That would be my body. Heavy lifting. And then that duet, I'll never forget that duet. It was like in
Very
the heat of
powerful.
a moment, and we just kind of were thrown. We
Yeah.
were like 8 rehearsals, go. Like,
It was, yeah.
But that was brilliant. It was one of my favorite experiences just because it was so quick.
Okay.
And Lisa trusted us.
Yes.
So I met Chris in a very intense way because
Yeah.
they were like, okay, do this, do that, look, and bring out this story.
Yeah.
And then we got to know each other
Yeah.
that way.
After that, hello.
Exactly.
I just danced
and you
with
were
you.
like, do you want to go get a smoothie? And I was
know.
like, okay, because we didn't even
nothing.
like know
Yeah. All we did was rehearse.
anything about each other.
I'm just going to put my 2 cents on this now. Because unfortunately, I wasn't able to dance during that time.
Oh, you were not?
No. I was in the audience watching, and I remember watching your piece, and I'm not going to lie. It dropped my jaw.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
it was a really powerful
You
piece.
never said that before. I'm
I
getting
know.
goosebumps.
No, it really was a powerful piece. Like a lot of the pieces during that time were powerful, and it was because during that time was Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
The death of Floyd, and it was so a lot of the pieces was based on that. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not even gonna lie, Chris was like in 3-4 pieces.
Right. Right.
Like we couldn't get him off the floor. I was like,
Right.
oh, look, it's Chris.
It's him again.
Oh, it's
Here
Chris
he
again.
comes.
Oh,
Solo.
oh,
I
it's
know,
Chris.
Duet.
Let me guess who's next.
Right.
No, but no. A lot of the pieces was strong, but the piece that the director put on you guys was really powerful, and
I appreciate
That makes me so
know,
tingly.
I
You
know.
never said that before, but that is.
I try not to give Shalom a lot of compliments because it goes straight to her head.
You know what?
Right.
But I'm just saying it means more when you know the person.
Yes,
When it's like
yeah.
a random person and
Yeah.
you don't know where their standards are or whatever.
yeah. No, for
But
sure.
Omar's like hard. Like
Yeah, an actual performer. Too.
I can't get
Yeah.
anything right. I can't believe you said that. Maybe that's because he didn't know me then. So that's
Also true. Also true.
Well, yes, okay. So yes, how I met Shalom was through Ailey, but of course it was always through passing. And the
Right.
same thing with Chris. It was always through passing.
Right.
I really got to know Shalom because Chris directed, produced, wrote, starred, like he did everything for the show.
right.
Payback. And you were one of the angels.
Yeah.
You
I
were one
was
of the angels.
an
I played Jesus, and I was also one of the dancing angels and all that stuff. But that's how me and you like really. I got to know more of you.
Right.
And then Chris brought you here.
Right.
And then I just want to choke you out all the time, but in a good way. In a good way. It's one of those loving. Oh my God, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
The violence.
No,
is
and I'm sorry, I hit the mic. It
real.
was just I'm just so passionate.
Had a flashback.
So
It's all good.
passionate about how I want to put her to sleep.
But it's just like Omar's quote: "Love me or hate me, but Omar, don't forget me."
Oh.
Okay.
MC Shalom Israel.
Anyway, so we're gonna go to how I met Chris. Again, Chris working through Ailey. He was the one coming into the studios, jotting down who's in the tenants, and then just disappears. And it's funny because one of the people who I used to go to class with, who was a friend, but we'll get into at a different time, had one of the biggest crushes on Chris. Every time Chris walked in, and I kid you not, every time Chris walked into the studio, like, I swear to God, I think she was herself. She was like, oh my God, there he is. I was like, calm down.
That's so cute.
Calm down. I was like, he's probably half your age, woman. Sit the fuck down.
Aw, that's so cute.
No, so and then me and Chris really met because we did a workshop together, a Horton workshop.
Oh, cool.
And Chris's version and my version are totally different.
I will say this in a minute, but go ahead.
I met Chris because the choreographer was giving him routine, and I noticed that he just kept missing just one step.
Oh.
Because the thing is, I'm always in the corner. Any workshop I'm always right in the corner, and I'm just observing everything because I want to learn everyone's part just in case they're like, hey, join him or join her. And so you do what you got to do as dancers because we're all dancers, so we know.
He's also a pervert. That's why he looks in the corner. But
This
go ahead.
motherfucker he did not just call out my government out in
snap.
public.
Oh, snap.
So I approached him and I was like, hey, Chris, I think you're just missing this one step. And then I kid you not, the moment I finished saying that, the choreographer came out of left field, grabbed me by my arm and pulled me and was like,
Grabbed
hey,
by the cuff.
Yes.
hey, you can't interact with people who you don't know. And I was like, listen, I was just trying to explain. I was just trying to show movement. And she goes, that is my job. If you're seeing something wrong, bring it to my attention. And I was like,
Ooh.
but Karen, I was like, there's like 400 people in here.
Right.
How are you going to see everything in one shot? She goes, 'cause I'm that good. I was, you got it, no doubt.
Like,
So that was my interaction with Chris. But then we did payback, and then me and Chris are like two peas in a pod now. And I also want to say me and Chris because Shalom put her to sleep.
Well, I will start backwards. How I met Omar, yes, in that fateful workshop, yes. It was like 40 of us or something. I just remember our outfits.
No, there was
were,
at least like 35.
Yeah. It was no room
And
in the
candy
studio.
and candy corn
yes,
colors.
exactly. I still had that orange shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah. With like
It
candy,
was
like legitimate
orange, white,
candy
and
corn.
yellow.
Yeah.
what was the song? Now I need to know what the song was.
There was like
Yeah.
2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
No, there was a couple of songs because it was like different sections.
Right,
So
It was like a 12-minute piece or something like that. So this is like
no, he's serious.
No, bro.
like we was on stage forever. We was like
Right.
your spine is on fire.
ribs,
Exactly,
ribs
right.
touching because that's how
Right, right.
dehydrated you are.
Right.
Didn't know anybody. Freshly moved up here from Maryland, and down there, Joy Emotion Dance Center, shout out. They have what do they call it? Studio to stage is what they call the performance workshop. So what Ailey calls performance workshop,
Gotcha.
Joy Emotion calls studio to stage.
Oh, wow,
And I was
okay.
doing there, same as that thing, was working at the desk down there, and then got the kickbacks, and then would do all the studio to stage. That's how I kept in shape, right? So coming up here, I literally was like, okay, I don't know anybody. And I think I took some classes of Horton, but it was a brand new technique to me. And I was like, okay, I'm sure. I started a little hip movement, stuff like that. So let's do it. Literally knew nobody in the class, like not one person. So to his opposition of why he's in the corner, he's actually doing something. I'm in the corner, like, my mom forgot me at soccer practice. I don't know. I walked in the wrong
Now
room.
my mom forgot me at soccer practice.
Exactly, right? So to Omar's point, I was missing more than one step. in my mind.
No,
And
I'm telling you, it was just that one moment. I'm telling you,
that
you
one
had
moment,
it.
That one moment was a domino. Like, how you get over here? Like, the stage is over there. Like, why are you in the audience? Like, I don't know. And I was frustrated. So the more people know, the more they get to know about the show. Like, when I mess something up, it's like, okay, Mount Everest, erupted. Like, now, like, just fix it, right? And that's just my energy of trying to be better at things, right? So I'm hard on myself, and I think that's part of what him seeing me mess up also was the energy. I was like, why? Just hold on, like this, you'll get it, right? And so he was helping me, and I will stand on this. It will be on my tombstone.
Now, did you see the sarcastic smile? He was like, he was helping me.
In my mind, I felt this. It was like, get away from me. I got this. Don't come talk to me. And it matched up perfectly with when the choreographer came over there, because it was almost like I finished my sentence and she finished the sentence right after.
Right.
Like, don't talk to him.
Right,
it was almost like, because you felt me.
Right.
I am Tarzan. Don't correct me. I kill beef. You cook beef. Right. It was like I'm this big caveman mentality. Right. And I'm thinking in that moment, it was a flash pan. I was like, okay, Chris, you're about to pop off. Mind you, I'm saying, 55th and 9th is not the hood, but it is New York City. And I don't know anybody, right? So it's like, you're in New York City, you're about to pop off to somebody you don't know.
Right.
You're in here showing that you can't even get your two left feet together. Like, this is not the place to be getting jumped by people, Don't get knocked out by a Horton dancer, right? So, so that's how I met Omar. And through that, I just knew he was where I am outwardly demonstrative in, like, the pressure I put on myself. I think he's inward and more cerebral of, like, I'm watching everything that happens and I'm on it because I know what you should be doing. And I'm just outward. I'm the outward version of that. Like, you see me thinking, like, I'm thinking about something, right? And from there, I did yank him into Payback. And I use the word yank because I think I didn't even, there was no audition, there was no script. It was like, what are you doing? Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to come over to, you're going to come over to the studio and rehearse. I threw a Jesus costume at him and, like, I let him loose with the choreographer.
No, you told the choreographer, you're like, get 6 dancers.
Oh, yes.
Get 6 dancers, and they're gonna do a little piece. He called me out the blue. Hey, so come this Saturday at this time. And I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I got a script, and I was like,
this is you. Bye.
Like,
he goes, yeah, you're Jesus. And I was like,
exactly. Bye.
Okay.
And you better have your part learned by
right. You got a deadline.
Exactly, right?
You
of
like
what?
2 weeks.
Don't worry about it. Do what I told you to do.
Exactly. No, it was like almost 3 weeks.
Yeah,
away from.
I came in like 3 weeks. He had to learn the choreography, get him an outfit, all this stuff.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I was just a measly angel.
No. You were the archangel.
You were an archangel. You better stop playing.
You were the one that had all the lines. Yes. Yeah.
Because if you know the other person that was with you, she didn't have that many lines.
Yeah,
it was all you.
Yeah. Exactly. And speaking of Shalom, how I met you, I had heard about you working the desk. And not like that. Your number is written on the wall in the girls' bathroom.
Wow.
That's how I
Wow.
No, I'm playing. But
Violence and shade. I'm cold.
It was right next to my. It was right next to my number, so it's all good. No, I'm playing. Now I would see you because I forget why I would, because you worked Sundays. I want to say
no Saturdays.
Saturdays. It was
Saturdays
whatever
was
day that was.
Monday.
Yeah, on the time I never was there. So if I came, it was because of a performance. Or I was like working backstage as part of my volunteer, and I would see you, and you'd always be running back and forth, bubbly. And as we know,
bubbly,
exactly.
Yes.
Sometimes Moody Smurf, that is Chris, is not ready for the bubbly energy. So I will not be talking. I'll talk to everybody, but that one right there.
Hysterical.
It's too positive. It's too much. Too bubbly. And not yours. Is always. I could always hear your voice. Hey, I was like, shut up.
That was me.
But no, I always heard good things about you, right? And then, she's over here frozen with a smile.
You see, that's it, right? She glitched.
Exactly, right? But like Shalom said, we got put into the performance workshop, and through that, we were just bonding, and the way she sees life is different. And I forget how much time I gave for the Payback. I don't think that was that much time either.
No.
And I remember you telling me like you didn't have time. And I was that doesn't matter. I'm handing you the script, so you shaking your head. No, it doesn't matter because you're going.
And I can only make these rehearsals.
Exactly.
We were like,
go make these rehearsals.
I highlighted.
Yep,
I was
and
like,
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Make it do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was for both of you. I was like literally. I did feel like, repeating like my mom left me at soccer practice. I was like, I need somebody to talk to, right? And I was like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? And
I did it, but I almost got backhanded by him.
Got body slammed.
Away from me, heathen. I was like, damn.
But I think I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And our multi-exit off the highway of life path, how we got on and off that highway, is like it's meant to be.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's the last nice thing I say to both of you. So
Wow.
And next.
Wow.
Moving on.
No. I'm glad. I'm very happy. I can say that with this. You all are really cool. Yeah, this has been. I can say moving up here, literally knowing nobody, like I didn't have family or friends or anything. It was a complete blind move. I just knew I needed to be here. And meeting you all within the first year and a half has really changed my trajectory here. Like,
That's cool. I didn't know it was a year and a half.
Yeah, no, because I was in New Jersey for 9 months, and then I moved.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know that.
Good old Gutenberg, and then moved over in a blizzard, thanks New York. And then I went to class every day, and I was like, didn't know anybody. Yeah,
Ooh,
literally, no one
wow.
talked to me. Yeah, and I also didn't talk to anybody else. I mean, I painted what was me. I wasn't talking to people, and they weren't talking to me.
Yeah,
right? So and that's how we met, right?
That's how we met.
Right. Exactly right.
Meets cute.
Yeah, exactly. And on that, what we learn, kids.
Peace. What's up, y'all? This is Omar
Shalom Israel.
And Chris.
from The Good, Bad, and Indifferent. We want to thank you for listening to this episode. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, on IG, YouTube, TikTok, all of that. So go ahead, give us a follow, click on that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and do what you got to do so we can see you on the next episode.